Hey, what's going on, guys? So I want to do a quick video with you guys with Dodge's new release. It's not gonna be that quick, I guess. For me, 24 minutes it looks like. So I figured I'd do my reaction. I am predicting this to be the Durango Hellcat. They had a teaser earlier, kind of with obviously a Hemi supercharged engine going off, with talks of spinning ain't winning. So that would make me think all-wheel drive Durango Hellcat. So let's get this video started. I think this is going to be, Dodge's marketing is always top notch, so I'm excited. Let's go ahead. Here we go.
Welcome to the Connor Center. I know the path that brought us here today was one we haven't traveled before. The path that America, that the world has been on since COVID. But even though some things have changed, there are some things that never will. Dodge has always been devoted
to talking about COVID, talking about situations we're all in,
from the mundane, and from the competition.
We're all kind of dealing with, kind of stuck at home.
In fact, just
I'm not really going to talk over them too much, but
for quality,
once we get to meat and potatoes, I'll shut up, I promise.
Quality study was released. And what did the world learn? Dodge is unsurpassed, #1 in initial quality. And we became the first domestic brand in the study's history to be ranked highest. Clearly, Dodge is a brand built to make history. We thrive on bucking convention. Take today, for example. For most, July 4th marks America's Independence Day, but no different than those on our fan pages debating what it takes to run
I'll pause real quick. So, I do want to talk about real quick, that's interesting, the quality standard. I have a 2015 Dodge Charger Scat Pack. I'm actually over 120,000 miles, so if you're interested to see how that type of vehicle holds up, subscribe below. I do a lot of video content on it, and people are really blown away at how well this car is holding up. It's my first Mopar product, first Chrysler product, and there's a lot of stereotypes with Chrysler. I get the stereotypes. I've been in some of their older vehicles. I'm not too fond of some of their older vehicles, especially in the 2000 era. But I really think they stepped it up. My Charger's really been holding up, so a lot of people come across my videos and they're just astonished that I'm someone that drives the crap out of this car. I race it the whole 9 yards, and it's been holding up really, really well. So I am proud to see that that's actually starting to fall in, that Dodge's brand is starting to be recognized as a quality brand. So let's go on with this video, but I did want to mention that real quick.
65 scores of academic types are adamant that the Declaration of Independence was actually signed on July 2nd, 1776. So what could be more Dodge than launching 8,950
Not sure that is, but okay, I'll take that as facts.
On an Independence Day that beat July 4th by 2 full days. After all, the Dodge Brothers Company was born when 2 brothers declared their independence from Henry Ford. So it just feels right to be launching these new Dodges today, because each and every Dodge was designed to deliver something decidedly unique to America, to customers who know what it means to be in the brotherhood of muscle. This is a brand that's always been all about bringing people together of all backgrounds, all races, all genders, with one of the most diverse customer bases in the industry. Members of the Brotherhood have been brought together by a singular passion, their absolute love of muscle cars. Take Challenger. It doesn't matter if you're a fan of the blue team, the yellow team, or the Dodge red team. No one would dispute 50 years ago or today that the Challenger is one of the most iconic muscle cars ever produced. You've got something that makes a statement loud and clear at each and every trim level. Whether you're spending $35,000 or $85,000, they all have the same silhouette, attitude, and DNA. And that's key to our brand mission to unite all Dodge enthusiasts. We do this not by upcharging for trinkets, This trim walk isn't defined by finishes and graphics. No, Dodges are defined by hardware, by horsepower, by performance. It's purely a question of how much power you want. That's it. And we have something for just about everyone. Shouldn't everything in life be this straightforward?
You can, depending on your budget, you can
live in the Midwest or the Rockies. Challenger is the industry's only all-wheel drive muscle car. Is low-end torque.
Really wish they made a Hemi all-wheel drive car. I think, Challenger that is, or even Charger for that fact. They had the Charger all-wheel drive Hemi actually in 2014, so that's actually ironic that they never came back to that. I really think they missed the boat there personally.
And the Redeyes. These are for the really rare few, the crazies that believe enough is never enough. But there's more to these cars than just their performance. They come with an unspoken responsibility. Because when these Challengers leave the line, they're pulling more than G's. They're pulling the rest of the brand with them. And obviously, that's by design. You see, we've been growing this brand by enabling our buyers to grow within it, to grow with us. And sometimes, unfortunately, that even means leaving the Challenger coupe behind. And that's okay, because we know there comes a time when pre-staging takes a back seat to life stages. And when that time comes, we want you to know that we've got the industry's only four-door muscle car waiting for you. The magic of Charger is that it delivers all the magic of a true American muscle car, while being able to deliver a family of 4 or 5 day in and day out. And just like Challenger, the beauty of Charger is that our buyers can decide how much Charger they want. From a 30-mile-per-gallon muscle car that will never get lost in a sea of boring sedans, all the way through the same performance walk as the coupe. The Hemi RT to the Scat Pack to the Hellcat. The only thing that we've held back from Charger was the Redeye. Of course, we know that as our life stages change and our plates become even more full, we need to provide different degrees of capabilities to our customers. Sure, they love their Challengers and their Chargers, but now they may also want to pull their boat or handle soccer practice pickup for the entire neighborhood. That's where the Durango comes in. And we know that Durango drivers still care about driving excitement. In fact, they're 4 times more likely to purchase based on performance than any other shoppers in the category. Why is that? Well, it's because they're 3 times more likely to also have a muscle car in their garage. But that's not all they have. They have toys. They have boats and jet skis and quads and side-by-sides. And while the Redeye may have the torque of a diesel, it's not the ideal tow vehicle. So for them, we have the Durango.
That's true. We do have toys. I mean, I got myself a quad, and I love people that tow their Dodges with their other Dodges. I think that's cool. I remember on the track, and someone had, I think it was like their SRT Durango. But no, they had their Trackhawk towing their Demon. I was like, that's some pimp status right there. That was pretty damn cool. I don't have any pictures of it, but if I do, I'm flashing it up. That's pretty cool. So, anyway, back to the video, guys.
The world's only 3-row muscle car. And now, for the 21 model year, we're raising the bar again with this.
Raising the bar again. Durango. SRT. Okay. Got a facelift. That's a good looking facelift. I like that grill. It's unfortunate that the Hellcat hood is just kind of thrown at everything anymore. That's good looking. Got some big brakes. Never been a big fan of the Durango's taillights. I do prefer the SRT Jeep's taillights. And obviously, I get that's, a branding situation, so they got to keep the branding the same, the Dodge product. Well, I definitely always prefer the Jeep's taillights. I don't really care for the raccoon looking taillights on this. Although I love it on my Charger. Does look good though. And the guy's got his mask on.
This is the 2021 Dodge Durango. It's amazing what you can cook when you stick to the recipe. And that was our mission. We stayed true to what our customers told us they loved about their Durango's exterior appearance and attitude. By evolving the exterior with a new, more aggressive front fascia, new LED projector headlamps, and a new, more aggressive spoiler that significantly increases downforce. And that's not something you generally hear about at an SUV reveal. But with our new engine lineup, it was necessary.
Oh, I
It
didn't
was
see
the
the new
interior
spoiler.
where we
Okay.
decided to push even further and more closely align the design to the performance characteristics of the overall package. After all, if our customers are going to refer to the Durango as their three-row muscle car, shouldn't we give it an interior that reflects that image and attitude? The new driver-oriented cockpit is asymmetric. It's literally leaning in towards the driver with a 7-inch
That
TFT
is a good
cluster
looking
straight
interior.
from SRT. And with our new Uconnect 5 system, you have a floating 10.1-inch screen. It's totally configurable homepage with TomTom navigation, seamlessly updating maps, Uconnect Market that lets you do everything from order a pizza to find a parking spot. And with Alexa in home, you can start your car, unlock it, and even check your fuel level. Add that to the new wireless phone charging pad, and you've got the pinnacle of seamless in-vehicle tech. What Uconnect 5 has done is take everything that made our Uconnect system stand head and shoulders above the complicated competition and enhance it with even more functionality and even easier integration with the ability to pair two phones simultaneously, giving it even more horsepower. There is a ton of new tech and toys packed into the 21 Durango's interior.
Technology
But
moves so fast.
I
in
said
cars,
earlier
it's
that the
just
Durango
as
buyers
quick as
also have a lot of
any
toys
electronic,
that
any
they want to
phone
bring
just
along with them.
moves fast.
So while it's not as immediately noticeable as the cockpit or the big screen, we spent a lot of time under the skin making sure that this three-row muscle car didn't just talk the tech, but it could also tow the toys. And that's why at every trim level, Durango delivers best-in-class towing. That's a claim that's completely meaningless to a lot of UV buyers. But to the Brotherhood, it means the world. So for them, we took an already great RT and developed a new tow and go package that delivers a top
I
speed
don't know much about
improvement from
towing, guys. I don't
118
really tow,
to 145 miles per hour. And it takes
It's
the
gotta be pretty
towing
cool to
from an already impressive
race car with
7,200
your
pounds
heavy-powered
to a
Durango.
best-in-class 8,700 pounds. And we did this by bundling 6-piston Brembo brakes, Bilstein adaptive dampening suspension, an electronic limited slip rear axle,
Pretty expensive
multiple
vehicle,
drive
though.
modes,
I mean, that's a
integrated
lot to
trailer
throw at
brake
it.
controller, along with
Durango.
295 all-season
even the
Pirellis,
Trackhawk, I think, is
and a high-performance exhaust
right around
system
$100,000.
that sounds
Not
like
this.
this.
Will be. And then you start adding this type of
The
technology
package is
and brakes
proof
and
that
suspension.
our
to
engineers have thought of everything
anything,
for
it's gonna
buyers
jack
who
the
want
price
to
up.
be able to do just about anything. After all, Dodge is a brand that's about more than just getting there. It's built on something bigger than steel and rubber and glass, something that burns hotter than even the highest octane fuel pumped through massive Hemis. For over 100 years, this brand's been selling something bigger than transportation. It's been delivering freedom to the boulevards, the streets, and the wide open highways of America. Of this place we call home. Here's to life, liberty, and the pursuit of horsepower. Here's to a brand that's never been one to sit back, that's been fueled for over a century by a passion to perform, to write its anthem in burnt rubber across the tarmac of America. Bigger, bolder, faster, and absolutely amplified. Like this from our friend, Kenny Wayne Shepherd.
Dodge's market is so great. The Demon, shut up.
believe these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain...
My channel will never get political, but I think this is a good message for today's climate, what's been going on this crazy year. I'll just leave it at that. There we go. Yep, I saw that badge. Yep. That's what I figured. Hellcat Durango. Right off the bat, I'm not going to be negative, but it is a little bit upsetting that this doesn't look any different off the RT that you just showed. I think the rims are the same. So I mean I would have a complaint if I was a Hellcat Durango owner. You can't really tell the difference from the Hellcat versus the R. I mean, really, there ain't any difference, guys, other than a badge and some stripes. But it's good looking. I like the facelift. I like everything they did to it. It's just different hood or something they should have did. I don't understand. I don't understand this. Once again, good looking SUV for sure. But I don't get the. I'm not. No, if you guys see something different other than the badge, comment below.
Who are we kidding? We all knew somehow, some way, we needed to do this. It was just a matter of time before we would catch the lawyers and the bean counters at a weak moment, and they'd let us put the Hellcat in the Durango.
Very well spoken.
And you may think that you know everything about this powertrain, but rest assured, our vision was clear. Our goal was to deliver a Dodge, a big, bold, and aggressive 3-row supercharged Hemi muscle car. So we made sure it feels and sounds different than anything that came before it. It spins higher for more horsepower. It has a new X-pipe with 4-inch outlets that makes it sound like a muscle car. We've tuned the transmission to shift harder and rev match like a muscle car. And the suspension has been completely retuned to take advantage of Durango's perfect 50-50 weight distribution. And with a tow rating of 8,700 pounds, 710 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds, and a quarter-mile time of 11.5 seconds, the 21 Durango is not just the most powerful SUV in the world, it can tow more and carry more and run a faster quarter-mile time than any other SUV in the world. But you knew there was going to be a catch. Yes, the Durango now has the soul of a Hellcat, but it's only on loan. The Hellcat Durango will be a single model year run. When we turn the order books over to the 22 model year, the Durango Hellcat will be gone. So you've only got one shot.
Let's pause it real quick right here. So, real quick, guys, one thing I do like what Dodge has been really good at is making a profit and not oversaturating markets. Kind of like... This is my area of expertise by any stretch of the imagination, but it gives me like this Porsche feel where, or maybe McLaren, and I'm not necessarily using exotic cars just because they're exotic, but exotic cars have a very challenging time to meet their demands while keeping their vehicles limited, so the supply and demand's always sort of like very well balanced, so you're not oversaturating markets, but yet Dodge is very smart because you can get a Hellcat engine in a billion different vehicles, but even the Redeye, but if you want like something like the Demon will always be worth X amount of money. I really don't see that ever going below MSRP. I just don't. Eventually those things will skyrocket, in my personal opinion, because a limited run car with limited things that they don't offer in other vehicles. The Redeye is obviously pretty close, but the Demon will always be a 1-year run vehicle with a VIN number that says Demon, so that will always be worth money. So they are getting really good at reaching the demand of the clientele without oversaturating the markets. Like the Hellcat's oversaturated, that's why you're getting them at a good deal. But I am starting to see this trend now, what they're starting to do, which is very like Porsche-ish. Not exactly, Porsche is a whole other world, but That's kind of the vibe I get. And real quick, I'd assume if you're into Mopar, or even if you're following my channel, you already have an idea of how quick 11.5 seconds is for a bone stock SUV in the quarter mile. If you don't, to put it in perspective, my 392 Scat Pack with 485 horsepower, which is a decent amount of power, will run like a mid to low 12, and I think my best is a 12.4. So the fact that this SUV is a whole second faster is pretty intense. Most of the entry-level V8s are in the 12, so you got to get a pretty quick vehicle to be in the 11s. That's more like Corvette Z06, Viper, that area. So that's fast, just in case that number's not really clicking with you. But let's get back into it.
And just like transplanting the soul of a Hellcat into the Durango, the Challenger Redeye has the soul of a demon. And I swore to you that we'd never build another demon. But there's been one thing that's been bothering us since we launched the Redeye. That extra 100 horsepower shreds the 305 Pirellis. And remember, I said every Hellcat and Redeye comes with an unspoken commitment to uphold the brand. Well, we need to give you a little help on this one. Because as cool as burnouts at 50 miles per hour are, spinning isn't winning.
Okay, here's the slogan from the teaser.
To help you hook.
So I guess that wasn't the Durango. The Redeye. Okay. Yeah, they're gonna put the Nitto tires on it. I mean, that's... yeah. So now we're really muddying the water between the Redeye and the Demon now. That's cool though. I love the spoiler on that thing. Love it. And they're just releasing cars left and right today. Or I guess this is a package technically. Challenger's a good looking car. I think that's the same spoiler that you can get now. Looks good. Otherwise, I don't really think there's anything different here other than obviously they threw some Demon wheels and tires on it. Curious if it has the Demon logo on those tires. I would think it would not. Even though it's still the same tire. I probably won't be able to tell. If you don't recall, the Demon was released. It was the first production car to have a drag radial, and it had a little Demon.
This is the 21 Challenger Superstock. We went back to the Demon toolbox to find some more traction. This new package gives you standard 309 gears, lightweight 4-piston Brembos, 18 by 11 inch wheels, and 315 Nitto drag radials at all four corners. The change in suspension, brakes, and the wheel and tire combo required the team to go back in and recalibrate the car. So while they were in there, they added some RPM and tweaked the map a little bit to get another 10 horsepower. The Challenger Superstock puts out 807
Once again,
horsepower
really muttering
on
the waters
pump
with the Demon Redeye.
And while these may seem like small changes, ask anyone that has ever driven a street car on low-profile performance tires and then on drag radials with increased sidewalls, and they will tell you it is a game changer. The Superstock package allows the Redeye to launch so much harder that it picked up 3 car lengths in the quarter mile. The Superstock runs 1050s in bone stock trim. And since we don't build the Demon anymore, the Challenger Superstock is now the quickest and most powerful muscle car in the world. This is the pursuit of happiness for a Dodge enthusiast. And let's face it, that's what flying the Dodge flag is all about. We told you a while back that we're going to distill the brand down to the highest level of performance. And for 2021, that marks the year that we've done just that. 3 vehicles that address the varying life stages of our consumers. 3 vehicles that can go from cool to crazy with just a check on an order box. 3 vehicles that have what it takes to move Dodge from a transportation provider to a lifestyle. And we did it by staying in our lane and widening the lane one wide body at a time. We did it by pushing some boundaries, pushing some red lines, and looking at the market through red eyes like this.
Okay. Now this got me excited. This must be the Redeye Charger. Wow, they're releasing all sorts of stuff today. I don't think there's one vehicle. Yeah, now this I would love to own. Scat Pack is paid off, by the way. Wow. It's gonna be like an 800 horsepower sedan. I think the hood's slightly different where the hood vents are, otherwise it kind of looks like a standard wide body to me. My neighbor just got, shout out to Will, just got a Scat Pack wide body, beautiful car. Wide bodies, particularly the Chargers, the Challengers look good too, with the Charger wide body, man, what a car. What a time to be alive. Minus all the craziness this year, but from a car guy standpoint, what a great.
When you have purity of purpose, the solutions are obvious. But this wasn't an obvious response, because the new world doesn't really want a nearly 800 horsepower, 200 mile per hour family capable sedan, does it? Well, apparently the Brotherhood doesn't like to be told when enough is enough. And because at Dodge, we deliver power that's always unbridled, but never unhinged. This is a big, comfortable 5-passenger sedan that can run the quarter mile in mid-10s, do 0 to 60 in mid-3s, and hit a top speed of 203 miles per hour, and still be your daily driver. That's the formula behind our fireworks. The fireworks like this.
Dodge's marketing is I love it. Those burnouts come up here in a second. Ironic to finish talking traction.
This is what you can do when you set out to do one thing incredibly well. Think about it. Dodge now offers not one, not two, but 3 700 plus horsepower muscle cars. This is the golden age of muscle. And this weekend, we at Dodge hope you all carefully and safely celebrate freedom, brotherhood, and the pursuit of horsepower. Thank you.
Wow, so pretty much they released 3 vehicles. I mean, one's really a package, but 3 brand new vehicles, guys. There it is. So, tell me what you think below. Which vehicle has you the most excited? What did you think of my video? I hope it wasn't too annoying with me talking over Tim. My first time doing this style of video. Usually I post up some pictures and we just talk real quick, but I kind of wanted to catch my reaction on what it would be like to my reaction on the release of this. I thought it'd be one vehicle. I was thinking Durango, but I guess technically it was 3, so nothing new there. It's Dodge for you. So that was really cool. So once again, make sure you smash that like button. Comment below which vehicle you like the most, or what you think's going on, or what your thoughts are on Dodge. And I will see you guys next video. Alright, peace.